There we go. Oh no. Say what you were saying there, Jason, because I muted us. So they didn't hear your
muted it?
bit.
They didn't even get the
You
joke?
didn't even get your bit. Oh, I'm quit. I don't quit. You're stuck with me. Now my camera's not working. What is happening? Oh, 1 second. This will work. Activate. Wow, chat. There I am.
We think maybe the computer's not happy with the Arizona heat.
I think I need to, I think Jason is correct. But hey, everybody's still here.
Hello.
Part 2. Chat.
The redo.
Thank you for your patience.
I've been painting. I'm done. So
no.
Thanks for joining us.
No. Here's the thing, chat. I know what I just said too was very counterintuitive, literally of what just happened. Like, hey, you can always catch that. You can. I have built-in safeties. You never will miss an image. Welcome back. Thank you. It's like it never happened. I hate that. I hate it when it happens, chat.
Chris is like, wait a minute, did the computer just freeze again?
Okay. The first time's a fluke. The second time,
too much.
There's enemies.
Too much.
Anakin Skyhumper Anna says, would transparent brown super thin down work well as a pin wash for a B1 battle droid?
You would need to do some of the glaze wash medium in it to get it to flow the way you want.
Oh, I almost sent you a B2 battle droid short.
B1, B2, whatever.
B1, B2, B4.
They're all the same. Damn droids. Can't trust them.
Yeah. It is a miracle workup that Jordan did. Oh my gosh. I'm so flustered, chat. I need to get myself back to centered. Check this droid workup though. It's actually really good. That short, Anakin, that short of him doing the B2 droids got me inspired to want to do droids because how good it was so quick. Blood Waters, what did I do? It's not what I did. It's what you did for me. And that's keeping me accountable, chat. I know, right? Are you using glaze and wash or on your glass? No, he's not. He's just using the moisture from his brush.
Yeah, I'm not using any mediums right now. I'm showing you how to just get it done. The OG way. As Gabe would put it, as the kids say.
The OG. Now, we have learned throughout the office on some things that we're not allowed to say publicly here at Monument Hobbies. Like when you use deets, you can only use deets when you're talking about painting methods, not details of anything.
Correct.
I can't say, hey, Jason, I'm going to need those deets.
I'm going to kill you.
I'm going to need those deets ASAP, Zol. You know? ASA Pizzle is what I was going to say, but I'm like, I don't know. Jason does not like that one either, probably. I think I would.
I like the English language the way it was meant to be used.
I'm not a betting man, but if I was to bet that I don't think Jason would ever use ASA Pizzle ever in a real situation.
No. I don't think so, Chris.
Jakey's saying, where's this model from?
Company is Kaha Miniatures over in Europe.
Okay.
I picked it up at Contrast.
Oh, yes, right.
Went to Contrast in Poland this year. He had set up shop. Some great sculpts.
Excellent. They're excellent stuff. Flapchick says, the thing about the way the English language was meant to be used is that a large chunk of the English language is words that are not English. Huh. Thanks, Flapjack. I see you and I hear you, and I appreciate what you just said.
Completely untrue.
What?
Completely untrue. He's telling false lies, false truths, half lies, that stuff, half truths and lies and propaganda. It's all English now. We own it. This was back before there was copyrights and trademarks.
This is false.
And now it's all ours.
In this model, wouldn't you want to make the borders between her skin and the clothing be lighter to simulate tan lines?
I mean, you can. It's like how realistic do you want to be? I could do tan lines later on where I do them as if she had like a high waisted tan line on a low waisted body if we wanted to, or
that's getting really in there.
It just depends on how you want to do it. I'm going to treat this as if she's a little bit more freewheeling. She probably gets rid of her tan lines when she's not on stream.
Yep. When she's not on stream.
I've left a dark shadow that you can see underneath the breast there, and then the side's all in darkness. So.
When she's not on stream, when she's vacationing. If you all missed yesterday's stream, the transformation from yesterday's black primer to the Predator Heat Vision is what we're calling it, to this is a pretty big jump. So it's hard, it's funny because I'll take snippets from all the streams and all that, right? And I'm like hitting record, and I find myself, well, if I hit record for 40 minutes on some of these, is that what I meant to do here? So we will condense this, but if you, like I said, the last 2 days have been great. Today, 2 days as in today. Part 2.
Yeah, because it's just at the beginning of the stream. If you'd have told anybody that was walking through, we probably had a lot of people sitting here at the beginning of the stream that were like, what in the world is he doing and why?
Yeah.
Right? Yep. And now you start to see it, hopefully.
Yep.
Right? This is giving you what the picture should look like. And we've done, I don't know, we spent 2 hours glazing, right? Which all in all isn't a tremendous amount of time. Mm-hmm. For a figure this size, I feel like that's pretty good.
It's pretty cool. It's a transformation for sure. I'm trying to also, because a question, I don't know if anybody else is thinking it, but it's like, well, why did you do all that work underneath then? Because I'm starting to not see it as much anymore, but it really helps.
Well, you see it all.
Yeah.
You just see it less as we painted it and more as it was intended, right?
That's it. He's using advanced flesh tone rattle can.
Yeah, right now it's advanced flesh tone. But like if you pop in close, right, every color that we underpainted is there.
Yeah, you can see
the yellows,
that right there.
Right? As they kind of green out, you've got the green, the purple, the reds, the yellows, all of it still shows.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
So you have 100% of that underpainting influencing this to make it feel more natural and alive, because you start to get, if I can, there's not a part of my hand that isn't tattooed that's at that same darkness because I'm pale compared to what I'm painting.
Yeah.
Right. But, you get all of those colors underneath the skin. And so that's what we're providing for here.
Pretty soon your thumb is going to be the same color as this model.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And so this allows us to bring that life into a model in a way that is indicative of how skin really is, which is layer upon layer that you can see back through to get to the colors, as opposed to color on top of the skin, which doesn't make sense. Can you do it? Sure. You could have painted this model advanced flesh tone and then glazed purples and reds and all that stuff back over, but that becomes its own issue because now you look like you have grape juice spilled on it, because why is there purple on our leg? Right? Whereas now there's not really purple on her leg. There's just the hint of darkness as we go into shadow, right? And that shadow gives us both the flush nature and the cool nature of the purple and the reds as we look at it. So we have the ability to transition our skin in a much more natural way.
Yep.
Right? So I think she's going to look great.
Yeah, she's coming out great. Should probably paint a tattoo on there. We were talking about that earlier.
A tramp stamp that says
harsh but fair.
Harsh but fair.
Okay. I know you don't want to do that. No. That would be hilarious.
No,
though.
I'm not doing a whole tattoo of nothing but letters. That is never going to happen on this model.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Why is there purple, says Division Ring. Easy, she's been in a motorcycle accident, but that can't keep her from the beach. Amen, brother. That's funny, Division Ring. I'll give you that one. You only get one of those.
Yeah.
If you're Spaznet says if you're not used to what underpainting does, it is hard to see what it does unless you see the same model that was just painted with the flesh tones to compare. Yeah.
100%.
We need a shirt that says harsh but fair. Yeah. I'll put that in the notes.
That's a good point, right? Is that a lot of people in just talking, you're not going to understand. Like, okay, great, sure, underpainting. Why? You get it. Like, I'll just paint the shadows on after the fact. It's fine, right? You'll see me paint that way a lot. We don't underpaint everything. I mean, technically we do, because I'll start with a base coat that isn't necessarily, like on our ultramarine, the base coat wasn't the blue.
Yeah.
Right. The base coat was burnt sienna, and it's just you start to notice how layering color does a lot of work for you as you go further in your painting journey, because that layering can make it to where, if I want a model to look rusty, yep, right, I can start with rust and then add color to that model to make that happen. And you'd be like, well, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you put the rust on at the end? And you're like, well, just because of ease of use, it's much harder to add that color on later, even though in a case of rust, the rust does sit on top, right? But we paint the rust first sometimes, and then dry brush over it, like when we do the metallic that you love so much, right?
Yes.
Doing all of the
rusty
rust
metal
colors and then dry brush the metallic over the top. Is it real? No, because rust is a topical occurrence, right? The oxidation at the top level, it isn't underneath like these colors on skin. Does that matter? Not at all, right? Because it makes it really, really neat and quick, right? Because some of those processes are made to be fast, not right, or not, exactly realistic, so to speak. And this isn't exactly realistic. I'm not that kind of painter. I want to give the illusion of realism by understanding what it is I'm painting, and then having that translate into scale and escapism and fantasy and whatever else it is that I've got going on with a particular piece.
Yeah.
I really like that. That side right there is starting to really come alive, right? We have those colors of skin, right? You've got that greenish, purplish everywhere where I get the pinch of the skin where it would be darkest. I've got this nice glow of red along the rib cage, which is where that flush nature would be.
Look at that. Yeah.
Hopefully you're starting to get it, Chet. And of course, she has a surfboard she's holding on to. For those of you that may not have seen the way this sculpt really is that it goes like so.
Oh, yeah. It's going to look great. She's even like punching out from this far, like that 3-foot rule. She's looking great already.
Yeah, but notice how the one thing you can tell about this skin versus if you'd just painted with the flesh tones is that there's life to it. It feels like a living thing because of those colors. What those colors are is less important than making sure that not every color in the skin is just a form of brownish red.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
It doesn't matter how many skin tones you use. It's never going to look alive if you don't have the colors that the eye and the brain recognize as coming along with living humans, which is the flush nature, the fact that it's not even. When you look at AI images, one of the things that makes them look so silly is that the color's all perfect. And it's like, that's not how skin works.
Yeah.
Right? You might have just squinted your eye and you got more red on one side than the other. So there's an imbalance to color in the human skin. Yeah. And that's what we try to create here, is that feeling of natural life to it.
Wow.
Spatsnat, no, I'll paint the hand on that one because it's literally just the hand. The hand's cut off at the watch band here. So I can paint the hand the same exact way with the same exact colors and make it look exactly the same.
Jason, it's about time.
I know. Look at that.
What a perfect time.
I feel like we've given a good example of what all this craziness is about here today, chat.
Tomorrow, are you going to essentially brighten it up?
Well, I've got to work on the back a little bit more. I've got good feel there right now, but I probably want to give a little bit more brightness to the top of the butt cheek on the left here, and maybe a little bit to the small of the back. Work a little bit on this right arm where we kind of, when the stream failed.
Yeah. Right.
Bring a little bit more color. I want to move the reddishness of this butt cheek over. I want to bring that highlight over more. So I get more of the highlight viewable back here because I have this butt cheek highlighted. So I need to bring all that. So there's some fixing that I need to do, but yeah, we're in a good spot.
Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you have found something that can give you some inspiration or set a light bulb off for you. We do this Monday through Friday. Northrex, thank you. Penny Bomb, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Elevator Reno, what's going on? Is that Aaron? Welcome. But thanks for hanging out with us. If you're new here, if you came through one of the raids, please hit that follow button if you're over on Twitch. Hit the subscribe button if you're watching us over on YouTube. We do this Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here from Phoenix HQ, Monument Hobbies.
That's right.
Live. You have to put up with us just off the cuff, right? There's no fix it in pre.
There's no fix it in pre. And hey,
we literally just fly by the seat of our pants. We hit some fart buttons.
It's a part of the landscape.
That was the perfect one. Oh, that was the one at the end.
A long one.
So this is not scripted. Who would have known?
What?
Who would have known?
Yeah.
So picking a model so you can say butt cheek on stream. Yes, I love these models because I can talk about the globe of the breast and the cheek of the butt. So thanks for joining us. We love having you here. Make sure to check out all the links that Chris put in chat, the monumenthobbies.com link for all the wonderful pro acryl and hobby products that you see us using live on stream. You can go pick up something awesome for yourself to help your hobby journey, as well as our Discord, where we have, I don't know, closing in on 6,000 amazing artists just like you guys. So of all skill levels, everybody joining together to show off what they've got project-wise, ask questions, get answers, be inspired, make friends, tell fart jokes, look at what we're eating. It's fun. It's great fun. So join the Discord. Make sure to also head over to the FLGS link where you can find a store closer to you in the world that sells our products directly. We love that you support your local gaming store. They do all the hard work and keep the lights on so you have a place to go socialize and enjoy this hobby with other real-life human beings. Believe that?
That's right.
Now, we're not all just people on the internet. It isn't the Matrix. Not quite.
We are real people.
You can still go hang out, get touchy-feely, roll dice and blow stuff up. So thanks so much. Stick around. Chris is going to find us somebody to raid, so enjoy your hobby as you head off into the evening. And remember to be back here tomorrow where we'll continue on with some more skin glazing, and I'll work up to highlights, and then we'll get painting some bathing suit and some crazy stuff. So it'll be fun.
That is going to be fun.
So it's going pretty quick. We'll love to see you back here. Have a wonderful evening. Catch you on the flip side.